filter. I've got the iSpring water systems, the T32M. I put my labels here so I know what to always replace, and I put the date there. So this is actually December. I'm gonna go ahead and replace these. I've got the sediment filter, and I've got the GAC carbon filter and the GTO carbon filter. And I also have the alkaline filter I'm going to replace. The other two are every 12 months. It's been 6, going on 7, so I'm going to replace the others. First thing I did was I went ahead and turned off this one to the tank, and I went ahead and turned off the water coming into my filtration. And then I relieved the pressure by turning my RO on and just let it drip. I also have a divider in mine, which you'll see here, and it goes back to my ice maker to my freezer. So to start with, I'm going to take off the alkaline filter and just remove this. It's probably best to have some sort of bucket or basket. I'm going to use something like this, and it's going to just catch the water. So these are just quick fittings. You'll pull your lock off, you'll push down on the quick fitting and then pull your hose out. Tilt that out, make sure there's enough water out of it. And then we'll do the same on this side. Let's see. So mine came with new elbow quick fitting. So I can get it here with one hand. So these ends just pop into place on that. So you can kind of pull, give it a snug. It's real snug. And then this will go back in the little line that we pulled out. Same on this side, it's a new quick fit. And then once this one's removed, it can just fit in. You're just popping it out and switching them out. So basically pull one out and then pull the other end out and put your new one in place. Went ahead and just popped it off, and I set it here so that water can drain out into the tub. Then with this one, it's literally going to just go back into the place that you pulled the other one out of. It's a quick fit, so they're very easy to put into place. Alright, and then with this one, it can be put in on this side. I'm going to give it a little pull to make sure it's not going to come out. And then when you've done that, you can put your little lock back in place on both sides. Got that one in. Most likely, if you bought a kit, it came with a water filter wrench. So what you do is you just bump it to where it breaks the bead, and then unscrew it the rest of the way to get the filter cylinder off. Once you've broken the bead off, becomes pretty simple. And just be aware there's water inside. So be prepared to just take it off and dump it into your water excess bowl or bucket. Here's the old nasty filter after 6 months, and here's the new. I'll go back in with that one. When you've taken your old one out, you want to make sure that your seal here is still in good shape. Sometimes they'll come with extra kits to replace that seal if it's gone bad. I'm not necessarily going to replace this seal this time because it looks like it's in good shape. What I am going to do is I'm going to take some rag and wipe out the inside of the filter cylinder that holds it, just for extra cleanliness. I've gone ahead and wiped out the inside. When you put this in, you want to make sure it gets seated on the center of your the cylinder. There's a center core down there that's going to hold it very center. And then once it's on there, you can begin placing your system back together on this side. After you've spun it tight, go ahead, put your filter back on, and give it a nice couple little snug pushes. Make sure it's nice and tight. Then we're off to the next one. Same thing, you're going to turn and break that bead. And once it's loose enough, I'm going to prepare my little bucket here to dump it into. Just like the other one, we'll dump it into the bucket. Try to keep the mess to a minimum. And again, I'll take a rag and wipe off the inside of this. Got the new one. I'm going to place it in. It's going to have like a corrugated part on the bottom. Goes down. The seal side goes up. Corrugated down. That's how I pulled it out. And then we'll go back in with it. Once it's hand tight, use your filter again, your filter wrench, and go ahead and snugly get it on there. Then the last one is the sediment filter. If you look in this one, it's see-through. You can actually see how dirty it is. And the one we're going to go back with, that's new. And it's just repeat the process. You're going to take the filter wrench and loosen it up. Once you've broken the bead, you can do it by hand. If you have an extreme hard time getting the seal bead to pop off, then you might double check again, like I said, in replacing those seals when you get it off, because it could have a lot of sediment buildup. And lastly, we're going to dump out the water. And let's look at that filter. Look at that. Compared to the new one, looks like it did its job. And we're going to wipe this one out again. And that's clean. We'll put the sediment filter in. And again, make sure it's seated. This one you can see through, but make sure it's seated on that center circular piece so that when you go to set it down, it's going to seat well on your black rubber seal. don't forget, once you've done it by hand, to tighten it lastly with the wrench. Don't want any leaks. Alright, it's all tightened up. I went ahead and went back on those, each one, just to make sure with my wrench that they're tight. Mine also has the, I think it's another micron seal, filter, I mean, that's right here. This one is only a 12-month every change, so these are 6 months that we did today, and then this is a 12-month. The link I'll share has this one with it, so you can actually pop this piece off if you're doing the 12-month clean filters. You can pop this off the same way, take this off, and it has a center, it's holding that filter inside here. Next step is to just reconnect all of our water. So, whoops. Next step is to connect the water. We're going to put the quick fitting in here. Make sure it's up and tight. And then once you give it a little pull down, it'll give you that lip back. You can stick your lock piece back into it. Alright, double check here. Nice and snug here. Nice and snug. Any parts I replaced, I'm definitely checking before we turn the water back on. And then I like leaving mine out here to watch it just in case water does leak. So I'll go ahead and turn on the water. Oh, it is on. I just turned off here. I think. Good. I see it filling up with water here. And this is when you want to just kind of sit back and watch your lines that you just messed with. Make sure there's not any leaks. Plumber trick is that you can actually take a piece of paper towel or toilet paper and just double check, because it'll absorb moisture, and if it has any leaks, you'll know very quick. Once you've confirmed there's no leaks, I'm going to go ahead and turn my valve back on up here. And check. Excuse the dishes. We'll leave this running. Some people leave theirs running for hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, it depends. Mine is a 3-gallon tank, and you can actually run it through the system. About 10 gallons is what I've read is good, and you're good to go. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to mark your filter schedule and the date you changed it, which ones you changed. Today we did 1, 2, and 3, which is the 1, 2, and 3, and the 6th one, which is the alkaline. Next time I'll go through and replace the 4th one as well, and the 5th one. It all comes in one, which is an easy change out too. We'll do that next time for this system. Again, thanks for watching, and if you like this, please like and subscribe to kind of help my channel out. Thanks. Lastly, once you put everything back, be sure you wipe up your mess, because happy wife, happy life.